Megan, let's start with you since you wrote the script. Tell us where this idea. First of all, tell us what the film's about.
The film is about two sisters who are kind of grappling with different things in their lives, who decide to start a crime scene cleaning business. And through starting this business, they just learn a lot about what's important to them.
Where did this idea come from for you?
I heard this interview on NPR and about two women who started a crime scene cleaning business, and what struck me about it was that they really focused more on like how they felt good about what they were doing, and that they were doing something really positive, a really important service.
And how did you always have Christine in mind to direct it, or did you come in later? How did you two develop a relationship?
Glenn Williamson sent the script, and he met you in Virginia, right?
Right.
And then I spoke to the guys from Big Beach, Mark, Jeb, and Peter over the phone, and then I came on board, and then flew to New York and met with Megan. So she didn't know what was coming off the plane from New Zealand, you know.
I had seen Christine's previous films and thought they were amazing and beautiful. And,
What about those films did you think added to your script? What were you looking for out of her work to bring to yours?
Well, just an amazing visual sense, and so, you know, that seemed like that would enhance the story tremendously.
Christine, why don't you talk about working with Emily Blunt and Amy Adams?
And on another trip to New York, we met up with people, and Amy walked into the office at Big Beach, and she just basically started playing with Peter's children, and she was just so warm and gorgeous, and we started talking, and she talked about her real sister and her family, and she just sort of seemed so passionate about the part, and of course she's a wonderful actress. So
what about her family, talking about her family and her sisters?
Well, she was just sort of had could really relate to the character.
Right.
And so, you know, when an actor relates personally to a story, you know, and finds a way in, you know, and has that kind of passion, it's fantastic.
Right.
So, and then Emily, she came on board a little later once Amy was sort of firmed up, and she's, you know, I couldn't imagine anyone better.
What did it feel like watching it with the audience? Nervous?
It was exhilarating, yeah, and of course, you know, especially getting up at Eccles in front of 1,300 people, with, you know, when you roll out of bed in the morning and you go down, you sort of introduce the film and do the Q&A. I mean, that's always a little nerve-wracking.
Well, thank you both for coming in.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.